In today's video, I'm going to be deep cleaning this Mini using the help of some products that have been sent to review and some of which I've purchased myself. All of them though, I'll be giving you my honest thoughts on throughout the video. I started off by pre-washing these pretty dirty wheels with a 1:9 mixture of high definition detailed Grime Zero, which is a product that I'll be using in a few different ways throughout this video. I then went in with the newly released wheel and tyre cleaner from Soft 99. This is designed to be ready to use, so it's not super economical, however it did have really good cleaning ability. It tackled some quite stubborn brake dust contamination on these wheels. The only areas where it really tended to struggle was right in the barrel where it was really kind of caked on there, and the wheel really would have needed to come off and be cleaned with acid to tackle that. I also used the new tyre scrubber from Soft 99, and this did a very good job at agitating the rubber and drawing out a lot of that grime. The noticeable disadvantage though compared to using a brush is that you end up with a lot more dirt all over your hands, so that is just something to keep in mind. Once I'd finished with the wheels, I then moved on to the pre-wash stage. Now there was a decent amount of mud splashed up onto the sides of this car, so I first went in with a 1:9 mixture of that Grime Zero by High Definition Detail and sprayed that all over the lower sections in the ACHQ sprayer. Then I gave it a few minutes to dwell before rinsing it off, and it removed the vast majority of the grime. To ensure that the rest of the car was pre-washed properly and to give those lower sections another soak to soften any remaining traffic film, I went in with a 1:9 mixture of Wax Planet 8 Below Snow Foam. This is one that I'd accidentally pushed to the back of the shelf and forgotten that I'd had for a long time, so I thought this would be a good opportunity to use up the rest of my bottle. It's an alkaline snow foam, so it does have a good amount of cleaning ability. However, there are some that I've tried more recently, like the Squidding Alcafrost one, that I would rather reach for than this. However, if you are looking for a cost-effective alkaline snow foam, then this is a good one to give a go. I then kicked off the contact wash. and added 30ml of that high definition detail Grime Zero again to my wash bucket. So this is a really versatile product that you can use in the contact wash or the pre-wash stages. You can also actually use it as a wheel and tyre cleaner, or even as an all-purpose cleaner for areas like engine bays. I thought at this dilution ratio it offered a really nice slick and sudsy wash experience, and it's also a super cost-effective product, so if there are any professionals watching, I think this is a really good one to look at. It is an alkaline shampoo though, which is designed to be used for deep cleaning and decontamination purposes. It's not something I would use on a regular maintenance wash, as it will strip or degrade existing protection. But if you're going to be applying something new or are trying to revive a ceramic coating, then this is going to fit the bill more than a pH neutral shampoo. I then dried off the car and moved on to the chemical Decon stage, and I first started with high definition details iron fallout remover. This took a few minutes to actually react and for me to see those iron particles lighting up purple. It was a pretty cold day though, so I think that's probably part of the reason. The benefit of this product though is it is a gel formula, so it dwells for a really long time, so I actually let it sit on there for about 10 minutes on this car before rinsing it off. I then dried off the lower sections again and went in with the Garage Therapy tar remover, as these areas were really peppered with tar spots on this car. Again, it did take a little while to react, and there were a couple of areas which needed a second hit. This is still the most potent tar remover that I've tried though, so again I am blaming the colder weather for that slower reaction. To remove any residue from those previous two stages, I went in again with that Wax Ponit 8 Below Snow Foam, gave it a few minutes to dwell and rinsed it off. So the protection that I went for today was High Definition Detail's new product, which is called Bead Coat, and this can be used two ways. So you can use it as a regular spray sealant on dry paintwork, or you can use it as I'm using here as a spray and rinse sealant when the vehicle is still wet. Despite these panels being totally flat to begin with, I noticed that the product was really nice and reactive, and I was impressed with the level of water sheeting and beading that it left behind. It's designed to last for up to 3 months. Now I haven't had an opportunity to monitor that fully yet, but that is something that I'm trying to do. I do think that this type of product is really useful for the winter months. If you just notice any kind of patches of your existing protection just starting to dwindle, you can just spray and rinse it quickly after the car has been washed and easily top those areas up. Spray and rinse sealants aren't really temperature sensitive like most waxes and regular spray sealants are, where you really need to be applying it in temperatures above 5 degrees, or at least when the humidity isn't super high. I noticed a bit of staining on the chrome trim, and also the exhaust tip wasn't looking in great condition, so I did go in with the Stjärna Gloss all-in-one polish, as I found this to be really effective and works just as well as dedicated metal polishes that I've used in the past. On the exhaust tip, I did use the finest grade of wire wool available just to give me a little bit more scrubbing power, as the deposits on there were pretty stubborn. It didn't 100% restore them, but it did make a pretty big visual improvement for the sake of spending that extra 5 minutes. I treated the plastic trim on this particular car a year ago using the Horticulture Trim Restorer, which is designed to last for between 1 and 2 years, and the trim looked in significantly better condition than when I applied it previously the year before. I did, however, just want to give it a little bit of a top up, so I went in with a Soft 99 tyre wax, which offers a very matte finish, so I think works well on trim. I did have to load up a decent amount on the applicator to get even coverage, but when I did, I noticed that it left a nice darkened finish, but without creating a greasy or shiny appearance. I then went in with another new product from Soft 99, and this is a liquid tyre wax, which also comes with an applicator provided. Again, I did need to load up the applicator a decent bit in order to get good coverage, and I did get the occasional streak, but this was pretty easy to rectify. Despite looking very shiny during the application process, it actually dries to an almost matte finish, so it's ideal if you are looking for something that isn't very distracting. The durability of this is pretty good too, and I usually get a few weeks out of it quite easily.